So those examples that we've seen illustrate the idea of private information in trades potentially making it difficult for us to trade when the item that's being traded is something that we all know everything about. We say that there isn't any private information, that the amount of information is full. In particular, we've got symmetric information, that is, every party to the transaction has the same information. But when that's not the case, we say we've got asymmetric, or a situation of private information, where somebody has information about the transaction that someone else doesn't have. Naturally, this can make it difficult for these trades to take place, and hence this can be another reason why we might get market failure. One classic example of private information is in a market where somebody is selling an item that they are going to know way more about than the buyer. The classic example of this is a used car. If you've been driving around your used car for years, you know whether it's good quality or not. You know, is this a great car that has been really, really reliable, that isn't going to have problems for the buyer? Or is this a lemon? Is this a car that is terrible quality, is going to cause problems for the buyer? You likely know this as the seller. The buyer is unlikely to know this. But the seller doesn't have the incentive to tell the truth here. The seller could hide their poor quality car in amongst all of the good quality cars that are available for sale, and then that makes it risky for the buyer to buy in this market. They're not going to be able to offer the price that's consistent with all cars in the market that are available being good, because they know there's going to be some bad ones mixed in there. At worst, this can actually destroy the market. We say that the market might suffer from a death spiral. So we can start essentially anywhere on the spiral. Let's say here we have a relatively low price, so the top end used cars, let's say, are not sold. If you've got a car that is among the best used cars that might be available, you'd go ahead and keep it, because you would not believe you could get full price for it. But now, because those high quality goods aren't in the market, lower quality goods now constitute a larger proportion of the market. Because of that, the price needs to adjust down to reflect the fact that there are more low quality goods in the market. But then when that price falls, now the medium cars in the market are no longer willing to sell. So those ones drop out, low quality goods are an even larger share of the market, and this market can begin to collapse.